centuries ago, Henry David Thoreau told the world, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. For us, as Gen Z, we live with this advice. That confident direction often begins with a personal space. Personally, I love and adore my personal space. It helps me recharge and process my emotions without the speculating eyes of others. Yes, we may be alone for hours on end, but let me be clear. We are never truly lonely. And when we do step back out, we bring our own dictionary, for it's more than a unique language, shall I say. I mean, instead of saying you did exceptionally well, what do we say? You ate, baddie, slay diva. These words have been incorporated into my vocabulary so much so that I have to be cautious of using it in front of millennials or boomers or basically the older generations. Growing up chronically online meant these type of slangs spread rapidly, creating a unique identity for ourselves, embracing activism and diverse identities. Now, if you told me to explain Gen Z with one image, it would definitely be this. A cat in sunnies and a headscarf, calmly sipping a cappuccino while a volcano violently erupts right behind it. This is a perfect representation of how unseriously serious our generation is. But this picture also hides a deeper meaning. The volcano here represents the unquestioned tradition and flawed structure of older generations. The cat represents us, choosing to be there, sipping our classic cappuccino, observing but never panicking. The volcano, a noun, the cost of conformity. The cat being the verb of disrupting the narrative and challenging the seriousness of the volcano with a sprinkle of satire, of course. Well, now you might be wondering what sense I'm trying to bring by describing these as nouns and verbs. Well, as famously stated by Oscar Wilde, if you know exactly what you want to be in life, a teacher, a lawyer, or a judge, you will become it. And that is your punishment. Actually, not knowing what you want to be in life, reinventing yourself every morning, being a verb and not being a noun, moving in life and not being fixed in life is a privilege. We all are not nouns. We are verbs. I'm not a thing, an actor, a singer, or a dancer. I'm a person who does things. I act, I dance, I sing. We, the Gen Z, don't dream of being nouns. We dream of being verbs. We are not defined by who we are, but by what we do. This quiet vulnerability is essential for us to move forward with verbs, with stillness. This desire for inner fulfillment might make us look independent. And while we are, we know that this independence can't be mistaken for coldness. Because deep down, we are all hopeless romantics, cherishing those lovey-dovey reels that we see on Instagram. But here's the thing. There's a difference between the younger and the older generations. We are romantic about partnership, not possession. Historically, the idea of love was simple. Two people becoming as one. It was beautiful, sure, but it was also a concept of merging two lives completely, often sacrificing oneself. Love today focuses on practicality and individual fulfillment. Gen Z recognizes marriage as a partnership between two independent souls with their respective different goals. And now, when we do talk openly about mental health issues like depression, anxiety, or therapy, we are often dismissed as too sensitive or crazy. Well, we can't blame the older generations for this reaction entirely, because their perspective was shaped by this deep-seated cultural stigma which labeled vulnerability as failure turning serious medical issues into private family matter. We had the exposure to new thoughts, new beliefs, new cultures, but not the previous generations. This quiet vulnerability helps us move forward as verbs with stillness. These social barriers are slowly changing. A quiet revolution is unfolding by Gen Z. We don't only strive to be the change we want to see in the world, but also help all those around us see the commonalities of the heart so that they would want to change. With us, think about the recent youth-led protests in Nepal, a friendly demonstration against the government ban on major social platforms. It was a digital uprising that led into the streets. And as that protest escalated, as the chaos grew, as the army got involved, the core lesson remained. In middle of the movement, in the face of the biggest chaos, keeping a sense of stillness within you is not optional. It is the most necessary act of all. Even on the stake, you must reach for stillness and you must be kind to yourself. Because the answers you seek never come when the mind is busy. They come when the mind is still. So, I invite you, close your eyes and notice. Find a moment of stillness and let your heart tell you where you really need to be. The quiet revolution is waiting for you there, inside your own silence. Thank you.